Hello, everyone, and welcome on this wonderful Friday. Hello, how's it going? Iris, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it so much. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? We're getting into the weekend. Everybody doing well today? Let me open my... I'm not prepared today. I didn't open my Pepsi yet. Fresh can of Diet Pepsi right here. Ah. Lovely. But yeah, today, I know I originally planned to do, Hades 2. I'm dying, it's still hot as balls. Tell me about it. It was like... Well, today actually wasn't all that bad. Yesterday was terrible, though. I think I was talking about it in the Discord. Today actually wasn't all that bad. It was kind of nice outside. There was a nice breeze when I left work today. It wasn't bad today. Yesterday was pretty hot, though, and I think it's supposed to get pretty hot through the weekend and into next week from what I remember, so I'm enjoying it today while I can. But yeah, so today I know I was planning to do Hades 2. I think I was kind of riding the Hades high on Tuesday. But then when I really stopped to think about it, I was like, you know what? Tavern Talk is just kind of living in my mind rent-free right now. So, I'm getting back into Tavern Talk again. There's still... Hate it when it's too hot and I can't go to work when it's above 25. Yeah, I mean... I work food service. So it's like, man... It's really too hot to be cooking, but here I am going to work where it's hot in the back. They keep it like real nice and air conditioned in the front part, the lobby part, but in the back, it's way too hot because we've got the oven back there and we've got all the cooking stuff in the back. So it's just in the back, it's way too hot. It's one of those things where you have to kind of escape to the walk-in fridge. But yeah, without further ado, let us get back into Tavern Talk. Here we are. I work with dogs outside, so yeah, that makes sense, yeah. With dogs, you really got to be careful, so. I think this is my save. June 11th, yeah. Ding ding. I made my chat box smaller and it is still in the way of the title. We are on Act 2, Part 9, Crossing the Threshold, 5th of the Astral Moon. Time to see if I remember my voices. Oh, it's Fable. Oh. Fable, why you look so sad? What happened? What happened to you? Why are you so sad?
Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again.
Oh, you're tired, I see. Fable's just eepy. Of course, Fable. Just a moment. Alright, hello, Ondu! Ah, pet Ondu. Okay. Alright, so we need agile, so I'm assuming that's the... Yeah, we need the wing. Can I make you a fun new one, or do I not have the wing one yet? I must not have the wing one yet. Yeah, that's brain, that's shield, that's crown, that's sword, so yeah. Yes, Ondu, if Melee didn't exist, Ondu would be the best character. But unfortunately for Ondu, Melee exists, so. Alright, so we need a shield. And a brain. Ta-da!
Thank you. I feel much better already.
Long night?
Very. Turns out there were a lot of farmers who needed help.
Regret offering it?
Not at all. I really enjoy being able to help people. Before I just used to wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try. A bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice, though.
That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself. Facts. Put on your own oxygen mask before you put on the oxygen mask of the person next to you.
That's what I have drinks for.
My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable. But you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to.
I mean, I am pretty good at falling.
You're pretty good at a lot of things.
I try.
I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hello? Who are you? Oh, that little grin. Did you see that? Wait, do it again. Do the little grin again. Do it again. I watched you do it. Are you not going to do the grin again? Alright, what on earth? What? The guy next to me can have my mask. I'm good like that. Oh no, there it is! Well, you can't help the other person put on their oxygen mask if you don't have yours on. He has a cat grin. I have no idea what voice I want to give you. Cause I already have like a good old chap voice, but that also doesn't really fit you. I'm good like that. I don't breathe. Iris, are you okay? Are you? Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer. That is what I am, indeed. I come here seeking a drink. I'm secretly a lich. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? You're not an adventurer, are you? Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes. Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. We have found someone else who is sussy. Let's make the fun one, sure. Now that I have like... Okay, wait. So, hang on. I need to find the right infusion again. I need to do the infusions. Okay. So, it's not that one. Don't need that one. Which one is it? Is it this one? I guess so. Cause then I can do that, and then that. Well, I guess I didn't really need that, but oh. Guess I didn't really need the infusion, but it's fine. There you go. Liquid protection against your foes. Now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Whoa! I like that face. Whoa!
Do you like it?
Well, yes, of course.
Then you should say so.
I apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud.
I get that.
He's a less annoying version of... I can't remember his name, but he's that one guy in the clothes shop in Act 3 of Baldur's Gate 3 who, like, follows you around. He's like, hey, I want to be an adventurer. Hey. And he, like, follows you around and you, like, run out the store and he'll, like, follow you for a couple blocks. I hate that character so much. He's so annoying. I always dread going into that clothing store. Like, you have to for a quest. Or you need to talk to the lady to get some info on something in there, I think. But I always dread going into that store. Cause he, like, follows you around. He's like, hey, you're an adventurer. Can you teach me? Please. I want to be an adventurer. I'm an adventurer now. I want to. He's giving the bard from the Witcher TV show. I must confess, I haven't actually seen the Witcher TV show. I had a friend who saw it and she said it was very good, but I haven't seen it.
I get that.
Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond... Jesus Christ. Son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothy Bridget the 27th. Jesus Christ. An up-and-coming hero from Windmore. And who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. He's giving rich bitch. Yeah. He's like, I am my family has money. And I shall flaunt it because my family has money and you don't. He's not mean. He's just like, he gives off like spoiled rich kid. Not in a mean way, just in a spoiled way.
And I'm Fable of the Ashen Grove.
Whoa, there it is again. You're Fable?
Yes? Is that a bad thing?
The Fable that saved Tregoring from werewolves? The very same. Wow, what an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I've heard so many things about you.
Oh, good things, I hope.
Of course. They said you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited a family.
That's one way to put it, for sure.
They do have a way with words. Incredible! A true hero indeed. Wait, now that we know his name, is he in our book now? Yeah, there he is, Gustav. He's a swashbuckler. Interesting. Human 24, he, him, swashbuckler. Neutral good. That makes sense, actually. That tracks. Yeah, not rich bitch in the mean way, but rich bitch in the spoiled way. They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfall as well.
I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can.
You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. He's only heard murder accusations. Fable, you are wanted for crimes you didn't commit. What could... Okay. Hold on. I need to, like, what... Who in their right mind would pin any crime on this bean? Like, I feel like even if they did get crimes pinned on them, like, one look at them would be like, you know, Iris, I know you well enough. You wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that to Fable. You and I both know you love Fable too much. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm currently living my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. I may or may not have already put a golden feather in that drink. Really? That's spectacular! I always thought those things were myths or legends you only read about in books. Do you read a lot? Sometimes. Not that much.
You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventure, and books are so full of them.
They are. I'm just too cool for books.
Books are cool.
You think so?
Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's journal. It's super cool.
The coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Me too, bestie. I'm too swag for education.
Don't worry, we're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like?
Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Dyria negotiations, or even became a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as the savior of this world. Don't you think? The Dyria negotiations? I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of the canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinel rhinoceroses. I don't know why I struggled to read rhinoceroses so much. That was like, rhinoceroses broke my brain. Sorry. It's not going that well. It's not going all that well because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Dyria itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. And perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. Oh, I clicked the thing. A crash of spinel rhinos collapsed a canal bridge connecting Dyria to the mainland, spawning the worst thing of all, budget discussions. Budgeting do be pretty boring, if I do say so myself. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. Like? What's something heroic I could do?
You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak.
Great idea. How much gold should I give them?
Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand. You know, physically, with your literal hands.
He's probably going to take this as, oh, I should just cut my hands off? Ah, okay. So, I would
go to the farmers and ask what they need help with.
Of course. That sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest, Innkeeper. Till then. Bye.
That was...
adorable?
Weird. Not because of him. He heard about me? Being a hero? That doesn't sound right.
But you are a hero.
Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway. There are much greater heroes than me out there.
He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you.
That's nice.
You don't sound very happy about it.
I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf.
Yeah, you're some elf who helped reunite a family, Fable. Give yourself some credit. Good God. Just take the compliment and call it a day. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, a great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Trigorin.
All right, I get it. Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try better to accept compliments.
Good. You are just elf, yes. Hey! He's back! Hey, she's back too! Our friends!
Hello, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melly. And hello, Malachite. It's good to see you both again. Likewise. Right, Mel?
You good, buddy? Can I offer you two a drink?
Actually, you can offer us a quest.
Are you talking about the one you just picked up by any chance?
Your incredible deduction skills strike again.
No. He's Malachite now. He's Malachite. I'm only trying to match wits here. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars?
I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, cues leading to a seemingly dead end. This sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. And her sneaky assistant.
They do sound like a great team. He's never living down Blaze. All right, fair. They're not a team. But they're going on a quest together? They are not. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. She said she can't reach the quest board. She seemed to grab that one quest perfectly fine. And I needed a drink anyway.
So you're sending Melly on a quest alone?
As is customary. That is how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. Melly isn't a part of the Shadowbanes, or it's an honored tradition. Excuse me. Let's see what this quest actually is. This is the one with the... Oh. I have more info on Archie. Let me see which quest this actually is. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found, but it's a big city. There could be someone who knows something. Could their disappearance be related to the tale of the sea witch who cursed Zoford's docks? I don't know if I want a 10-year-old going on a quest with stakes like these by herself. I don't know. That's just me. But I also don't live in this universe. So. But I don't know how I feel about a 10-year-old, especially since she has the option to not. You know, she has the option to not do that. She's not a rogue, though. That's the thing. She's not a rogue. So, it's like, for rogues, yeah, I get it, but she's not a rogue. I mean, yeah, she's made it on her own. She's a detective. I mean, she's made it on her own, like, her parents died, you know, but, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, personally. Oops. I was holding a thing of lip balm and I dropped it. Detectives are just rogues with less stabbing. I mean, she's smart, and I get that. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but she's also not a part of the Shadowbanes, so there's that. Melly isn't a part of the Shadowbanes. But she wishes to walk the path of thieves. So she must embrace their lifestyle.
I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective. And that just sounds dangerous. And negligent.
I agree. You're not coming with me? You made her sad, Malachite. Come on. No.
Why not?
I just explained that. Badly.
But you have to come with me.
Why?
It's clearly a job for two people.
There's no job that can't be done alone.
What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence?
Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training?
But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me?
It happened. Iris was too based for automod. I don't know, Melina.
And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex?
Who cares?
I do.
The T-Rex threat is much lower in Zoford. I think you should go with her. Man, don't quit making her sad and just go with her. She's gonna be sad if you don't go with her. Go with her. I think you should mind your own business. And I think you should make better decisions. Melia's right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. So stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar-themed vacation. You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations. Things to do.
You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours. And you don't have any other friends waiting around for you.
Maybe not. But I do have a sheepfish to take care of. You have a sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Well, you went on that other quest perfectly fine, so I don't buy that for a second, sir. Plus, he needs to be fed and do his daily crossword puzzles. Otherwise, his wool gets strawy.
Oh, well, you're right. You can't leave Rufus alone. He'll get lonely.
Yeah.
I could take care of Rufus.
What?
Well, I live nearby, and I'm very good with animals, and pretty decent at crossword puzzles.
That sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? They have their way with animals. They're a ranger, okay? He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing?
Sometimes. Maybe you can sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town. I think I'd prefer a song about you and Malachi saving those familiars instead. Right, Mel?
Fine, but just this once. See it as a final exam for your training.
Yay! That sounds fun!
Wonderful. So do you two need any help on your quest? It's fine, Fable is a ranger, so she's probably got animal friendship as a spell, yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Detective?
Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant.
Please don't call me that.
Okay, mighty Mal then.
No.
How about...
John? Where did John come from? Hold on. Sure. Please tell me. Please tell me. Yes! His name is John in the book now. That's amazing. That is amazing. I can't say this line with a straight face. Hold on.
So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us thorough closely. And I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars, they'll all have different conflicting information, and we'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers. Find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence.
I can offer you some of your golden feathers. They do come with this sweet aftertaste of haste. That way you should be able to make it to Zoford much quicker.
Great idea.
I think you would... I can't take this seriously. I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. What would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in a discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach. Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared.
Does Andu have fire breath?
Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. Helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though. Sorry.
I'd love to try Andu's marshmallows.
Yeah, fresh toasted marshmallows for s'mores, like, with Andu's fire breath, would probably be very good. I'll see if I can set something up when you return.
Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us.
That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing.
I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with?
Haste for a quick arrival and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and some fire resistance. Let me think about it. Alrighty, so I definitely like the first option. I like the charisma haste option. Am I making... I guess I'm making one drink. Because if I was making one for each of them, then it would be easy. I would just make both, and you know. But yeah, Melly asked for that one, so but that aside, you know, I think that having the charisma would probably be better. Just for the... thank you. I'll be good. I'll do water. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright, let's see. I need the feathers. Okay, and then where is brain? That one's brain. There we go. Sunny breeze. Have some charisma. $10,000 channel points at nearly halfway, nearly halfway to British Prey. Whenever we get that again. I think this case needs a delicate hand. Best detective work is achieved through clever conversation.
Ha! You're spot on.
Pray for British. Guess this is how I die. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. Do you think you're prepared to solve this case, detective?
Yes. With your help, we'll complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon.
Best of snooping. Bye.
I should go with them to pick up that cheap fish before they disappear into the night.
Don't forget to sing him a lullaby.
Rufus or John?
Rufus.
Right, obviously. I'm gonna go now.
Have fun, Fable. Okay, bye. Hey, it's later in the day. Oh, hello. Innkeeper. Cressy, glad to see you're all right. Likewise. Good to see you and the tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage. And the birds. And Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy after all. I am happy it's not Jade who showed up. I kind of don't like her. Which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. All my homies hate Jade, yeah. We also hiked the foot of the Borean Ridge, where the auroras touch the peaks. I heard the view is quite remarkable. It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. I also caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her. But it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend, after all. Even scary creatures. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. Thank you. I couldn't remember what voice I gave her. I think it was something similar to that. Also, I forgot that she just has birds with her. She has sticks in her hair, and there's a bird right there, and there's a bird right there. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as. We should accept them as they are. I remember in Coffee Talk, there was something kind of similar-ish to this. The character in Coffee Talk 2 that I absolutely fell in love with was a Banshee opera singer named Riona. And I remember falling in love with her so much because, well, firstly, I'm a musician and her passion for music was resonated with me. That that sounds soul-coded. But she was trying to make her way in the field, and people were they'd hear her sing for the first time and they'd be like, whoa, that's kind of weird. And they were not fans of it. So, she was trying to make her way in the field, and I loved her story so much of her trying to find her place in a field that, you know, people like her don't usually go into. It's Scylla before the Odyssey. Kinda, yeah, I guess, in a way. I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that. Then I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Remember the nymphs from when we last spoke? I do. I met one at the art convention. She was selling little homemade trinkets. Oh, cute. I remembered our conversation and got you this. Oh, how cute. Look at that on my little shelf. I thought you might appreciate it. I do. Thank you. It'll certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you. Aw, you're such a sweet talker. But you can't trick me into giving you my name. Well, what do I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. You're fine. I mean, I mean, I don't think you're spamming. You're just using the chat. You're fine. See you around, Inkeep. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. Nighttime. Oh. Hi. Hello. Who are you? Smash. Oh, I know this person? Baya. Good to see you again. It's been a while. Oh. Oh, it's got that, like, moving, like ghost text. Is this a ghost? Who is this? Who are you? Baya. Oh no, it's a druid. Bog creature. Age 555. Pronouns she, they. Class druid. No, it's the damn druids. Yes, a while. A while. 6,000 years. More like 2 months. Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer. You hibernated? At this time of year? It was for the Bloomtide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the dreaming moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all the 7 moons at once? Yes. That's a big text box. Yes. Ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them a mere 30 years ago, travelers become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty. The moving of this text is making it very hard to read. Such festivities sound exciting. No! They are loud, with their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember that they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly! You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? Oh, that face! They chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting "Demon, be gone!" from the top of their tiny lungs. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way, I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Maybe you should give them another chance. Maybe you should chase them out of your home. I mean, I'm all for second chances, but like that kind of sucks. I'm sorry. Like, you would be completely valid for chasing them out of your home. That is a completely valid response to that. Yeah, chase them out of your home. It's your home. It's your swamp. If they can't be respectful about it, they can celebrate somewhere else.
But they traveled all the way to celebrate there. I don't want to crush their joy like fickle bones.
I mean, she is a bog creature, so they crushed your joy first. And they should learn that there are consequences for their actions.
I guess I am very good at making people leave. I'll just haunt them a little bit. Maybe teach them some
Manners?
empathy.
I think you should stick with scaring them.
But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today?
I'm all out, sorry.
Too bad. Something else then. Do you still have those drinks that make you sturdy as tree bark, in case their torches come near me again?
In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. With fire resist, maybe, yeah. What do the chilies give me? Okay. It's defense and sword, okay. If I put the chilies in there, I have to do this. So, this is what we'll do. And then I need a crown. Right, I mean, like, at the end of the day, if they don't ask for the infusion, it doesn't really matter. But, I don't know, immersion and all that. There you go. Liquid tree bark, just for you.
Oh ho! Delicious.
Oh, the little smile! Oh, that's so cute!
I feel like I could devour any torch now. Thank you, innkeeper.
What woke you up from your slumber, anyhow?
The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many small sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient.
Sounds tasty.
After the trees and winds and pillbugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was this feeling spreading in my chest.
I know, I was kind of terrified of her at first, but they're actually pretty cool. Heartburn?
Loneliness. I thought I should get out there and advertise my new spa. Because only crickets were visiting and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went to where I knew people could use my services, the werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course. So I just hung the coupons up on pieces of thin red string in the nearby canopies, together with some jolly little bells so that the wind would announce their presence. Like little spells that draw you towards the nearest mud masks. I hope they'll visit me sometime.
I didn't know you opened a spa.
It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody, so we can all look beautiful together.
Sounds wonderful, Maya.
I agree. Can I leave some of my coupons here?
Sure.
Thank you. Please hand them out to all your customers.
Right, I would go to that damn spa. Yeah, let's go. I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. Oh, the little face. You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself. Ah, but there is no one else here. Well, it's nighttime. Kyle might be up and about. Except the jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest. No one's here because it's almost closing time, Baya. You have to come by earlier, during the day, or earlier in the evening, or during events. But there will be people here. Yes, I believe that's the point. Too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. Will do. Nom nom. Okay. I'll hold your hand so you don't get scared. I was thinking Kyle would probably be up and about because it's nighttime. Oh, it's raining. Act 2, Part 10. Twin Flames, 8th of the Astral Moon. Oh, God. Hey, innkeeper. Hello. It's been a while since I've seen you around. A whole week, to be exact. And you already miss me? A little. Cute. I got my hands on a job all the way over in Dyria. Seemed like something relatively easy, but well paid. Or like something too good to be true. Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it to be done quickly, so she offered a higher than average rate. Sounds like easy money. Cool, then go there. Yeah, I wish. You know, I think I could use a drink first. Something that'll loosen my tongue. I feel that this job drained me of all my social energy. Only if I get to hear the rest of the story. Sounds like a good deal to me. Okay, charisma. Charisma. We're gonna give you the shitty version. Not gonna give you the good one. Because I don't like you. Here you go. Let's hope this suits your taste. Your drinks never disappoint. Glad to hear. I can definitely feel my charm coming back to me. I made you a drink. Now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job. That one really rude barmaid walking up to regulars I don't like and shit talking them. Fine. A deal's a deal. Told you the client's a farmer, right? She has a large flock of two-headed sheep. Apparently that darned starfall damaged their barn and they somehow managed to break out of their enclosure. Didn't think they were that clever, honestly. Must be the two brains. Probably. Anyways, they got out right before their shearing appointment. And of course, the farmer needs to get them back in time. Especially considering the rumors surrounding Dyria at the moment. Seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing these last few weeks. Two-headed sheep. So local folks have been keeping a closer eye on their locks and fences. Of course, the farmer wanted her sheep to be safe, so she hired someone to bring her animals back. That someone being you. Obviously. I thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job. I say a monster hunter is rather known for, well, hunting instead of handling. This was exactly the issue. Do you know how stubborn two-headed sheep are? Let me guess. They're twice as stubborn as one-headed sheep? You got it. They're impossible to get moving, impossible to startle. One head might be eating, but the other one is always watching you. But you did it, right? I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job. You're absolutely correct.
I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds, if not thousands of beasts. And some sheep are the one enemy you can't win against. Sounds like an incredibly humbling experience. It was, trust me. But luckily I got some help. Another adventurer saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. Or should I say, a retired adventurer. Oh? Yeah, she was very insistent on that label. Some kind of astral finfolk. Must have lost her arm a while ago. Oh no. Back to the sheep. She told me there's apparently one thing that gets their full attention. Got any guesses on what that magical tool might be? Choose paralysis, magic, or poison. No lasting damage, and you can just move them simple. Simple tips from your local barbate. I have no... Oh! Hello! Clovers! Morning dew clovers, to be precise. They go absolutely feral for them. A few will make them follow every single one of your commands. But someone with your experience should know that. Innkeeper. Do you two know each other? Barely. Ha! Keep your secrets then, oh so mysterious innkeeper. Wanted to buy her a drink after she helped me out back there. Didn't expect you two to be best friends, honestly. Best friends? I think you got that one wrong, Jade. Excuse me? What the fuck? I'd never befriend someone like her. I have taste. Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. You didn't even consider my feelings. Consider me sorry, innkeep. Apology accepted. Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? I know you've always liked experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Other suspicious liquids, you say? Una, don't make it sound sus, okay? Listen. Why are all old people we meet assholes? I don't know. Looks like you finally made it, huh? Indeed. I think I got the hang of it. Then what are you waiting for? Your rival is waiting for a drink. Preferably one that will restore my energy. Those sheep made my old bones all wobbly, and I don't like feeling so weak. Got you. Let's see what that old magic has to offer. Don't worry. She might not look like it, but her drinks are actually really good. Why are y'all fucking mean to me? What the hell? We have met one non-asshole fossil, and it is Gam Gam of the Sun. True. I bet. I'll just take that as a compliment, I suppose. Okay. So she wanted strength. We will give you the not fun version because I don't like you. Okay, and that one. Put paralysis in their drink. I'll drag them out. Oh, wow. Impressed? Don't get cocky now. You don't have to be shy. You can just admit I've improved. So, Una, Jade told me you're retired now. Had enough of the adventuring business? Absolutely. I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes. And yet you decided to help Jade. Ever had to handle a 2-headed sheep? Not yet. Lucky you. Lucky indeed. I just couldn't watch her struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer. But this was a one-time exception. Did the farmer pay accordingly? After your morning dew clover's magic trick. Oh, absolutely. She was so happy she gratefully paid for both of us. Gratefully paid both of us.
I'm from Wales. Sheep is all we got. That's good to hear.
She even tipped us with some gems she supposedly found in one of her fields. But I'm a Mida. I don't have use for stones like those. And since I'm retired, I couldn't care less about material riches. So give them to me. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. So we figured we'd give them to you instead. But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift.
Oh, it's an infusion. Oh, divine gems. A little blasphemous indeed. The internet has anything to say about it, we do more than raise them. I think I know just the right way to use them. Thank you.
Don't mention it. Now that we're done here, I can finally go back to crocheting for the rest of my life.
Oh! Her arm is a crochet hook. I just noticed that. That's actually kind of funny.
Didn't get this hook put in for nothing. Of course, I also occasionally gotta rip some youngsters off while playing cards. Haven't lost a game in at least 4 decades.
That's remarkable. Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair.
I think your lucky streak will end with me today. I've also never lost a game in at least a decade. Are you challenging me to a duel? Absolutely. And whoever loses has to pay for the next round of drinks. That's the spirit. I like you, bounty hunter. But don't come crying to me after I annihilate you. You wish.
I don't know. Una's been Una's win streak is longer, so Jade, watch out.
You're worried about me? Cute.
I just know for a fact that Una's a master at cheating. I doubt that's changed.
So you're saying you've lost against her?
More than once, yes.
Pathetic. Hey, are you talking about me? Listen, Innkeep. If your opponent is obviously cheating, like she was, you can't beat them fair and square. You gotta beat them at cheating. Now watch how a real master does it.
Hey, the rain stopped. Oh, hey. Oh. Who are you? I also got an achievement. What was this achievement that I got? Oh. Oh, what voice did I give you? It's been so long. I know he just got here and he's already crying. What voice did I give you? I don't remember.
Innkeeper, I have returned.
Something like that. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. And welcome... His name is Claymore. That's amazing.
This brave adventurer's name is Claymore. He offered unexpected support during my quest.
Happy to hear that. Thank you so much on behalf of...
the world.
Yes, of course. The world, Mr. Clay. Just Clay is alright. Are you okay, Clay? Yes, I'm just a little bit sad, but that's okay. Not every day can be sunshine and ferrets. Sunshine and ferrets. Yeah, we don't have a lot of ferrets around here. Sorry.
He'll be okay. One's first quest can sometimes be a bit much.
It wasn't my first quest. I just don't like when there's fighting.
You were very good at it.
I know, but I like it more. I like it more when we all get along in the end.
Evil can't be reasoned with.
Not everyone you disagree with is evil. Wise words. Can I offer you two a drink in exchange for hearing about what you encountered? I want him, Soul. Can I husband this one? He's all yours.
I suppose that's fair. Clay, What would make you feel better?
I don't know. How about one of those drinks with ingredients? Well, they all have ingredients. You look strong. How about something extra for those muscles? That sounds nice. Oh, that sounds nice. Let's go with that. 1 minute. Alright, something strong. Gotta give him the sailor's courage. Alright, ooh. Okay, so... Can I... Oh, the crystal's a D20. That's really cool, actually. Okay, so if I do that, I need 2 of those. I need... 2 of those. And yeah, that still works. Okay. It's the Southern Brawler. I need this. Sailor's Courage. There you go. Ta-da! Try this. I think it might make for a good ferret replacement. This tastes strong and magic-y, but it's not as soft as petting a ferret. Still, I love it. Look at this man. He has the face of a himbo. I'll have to remember this one for next time. What's it called? Don't worry. I'll remember it for you. Thank you. Oh, that face! That face! Now, Miss Onwar, what would you like?
I need some of that liquid vigilance. Even in here, it's important to stay on guard.
Wouldn't this be the right time to relax?
There's no such time.
Alright, then I shall aid you on your divine mission of not falling asleep standing. Alright. You need defense. Okay, 1 of those, and then 3 of these. Only serving him if he's here. There we go. Yeah, he's still giving me the thumbs up. Some liquid vigilance diluted with some delicious secret ingredients. Enjoy.
I could do with something less diluted, but you're right. It's delicious.
Happy to hear that.
Now, I believe you earned yourself a story.
Please, go ahead.
Clay, do you want to start?
No, I think you should go first. I missed your whole investigation.
I suppose that is correct. Well then, as you already know, Innkeeper, I plan to start investigating right here in Zenith. Specifically at the Fallen West Gate. It was a depressing sight to behold.
So I've been told.
I assume either Melina or the vampire caught you up on their observations.
Both, actually, but Melly went into a lot more detail. Mostly about those wildfire badgers.
Ah, yes. It was reckless of them to sneak after me like that. I'm glad I was there to save them.
Me too.
Unfortunately, the rebel did not hide anything of value to me. But fortunately, thanks to your rumors, I was not entirely without a lead. The wizard's prophecy led me to Dalwell. Or should I say the Abandoned Isle, or Fairweather. The name changes depending on who you ask.
I didn't know it had that many names. I was just called a Kelpie Island. Well, add another one to the list.
Why?
Because it's shaped like one. Probably the smartest approach.
Kelpie Island, or Fairweather, its name means very little to me. Its local settlement of Fae was much more relevant.
Oh god. You had to deal with the Fae. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Alithia.
They built everything into the giant sequoia that holds their portal to Avalon.
Their portal is in the tree? Peak himbo behavior. Call thing what thing look like.
Yes, right in its center. They call it the Horizon Tree. It's beautiful. The Fae themselves were not as helpful as I'd have hoped. They didn't seem to understand the severity of the situation. Instead, they were much more interested in trying to sell me their rubbish. Kept going on and on about how I desperately needed one of their acorn amulets. When I inspected one, the magic was so chaotic I could barely concentrate on its aura. Well, yeah, it's Fae. What would you expect from Fae, if not chaotic magic, ma'am? All it gave me was a headache, so I passed on the allegedly grand opportunity.
You definitely dodged a scam. Well, duh, Fae don't give a shit. Fae is just the chaotic, stupid place. Or a pretty necklace.
Scam seems more accurate.
It does. Acorns... Sorry, the dogs just decided to lose their goddamn minds for a second. It does. Acorns aren't used for much besides culinary magic. But they do make for good ice cubes. Do you have any? Not at the moment. Sorry.
I prefer it that way. Anyhow, when I rejected their offer, they told me I was worse than an astral humpback whale.
It does kind of, yeah. It looks like the birds on Clay's head.
When I inquired into the meaning of that phrase, they told me such a whale had destroyed one of their scouting camps just a couple days ago. And that apparently my rejection of their generous offer was a bigger slight.
Sorry. Drinking Pepsi.
They didn't wish to elaborate further, but I had what I needed.
I love his hair. It looks like Applejack's mane. Yeah, now that you mention it, actually. No acorns, I assume.
No, but a hint towards something that had caused unusual chaos very recently. Even if it had nothing to do with the starfall, this creature clearly posed a threat to the settlement.
So you... I'm not sure what you would have done next, actually. Go swimming for a whale?
Of course not. One would not find such a creature in the ocean.
I just outed myself as a My Little Pony fan. I knew a lot of people who were, so I know a lot about it. And my siblings watched it growing up, so I know quite a bit about it. So you are, I promise you, Iris, you were in a safe space. Obviously, I knew that.
But it can be summoned with a celestial summoning ritual.
Which you know how to do?
Naturally. So when night fell, I made my way to nearby Carapace Beach and prepared to summon a whale.
There's a safe space, Iris. You're good. I don't mean to question your methods, but if you were going to summon an astral creature for answers, couldn't you just have summoned Cassiopeia herself? She would know what's going on, I'm guessing.
Are you out of your mind? Summon a dragon? The Realm Keepers have sworn a divine oath of neutrality that prevents them from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. The full might of their powers could disrupt the delicate balance of the cosmic design.
Right. Sorry. Slipped my mind.
You are forgiven. Unfortunately, my ritual is not as picture perfect as I would have liked it to have been. I was not able to find any flimmering limpet shells, so I had to fall back to different ones, which meant the protective properties were a bit out of balance. I knew this meant that the whale was likely to break out of the protective bounds of my summoning circle. But sometimes risks are necessary.
Could have just waited for the tides to bring in new shells.
I did not have the time.
Or the idea.
I was prepared to defend myself. I did not need to waste time on alternative solutions. And except for the minor lack of protection, the ritual went off without a hitch. Normally, the burning of the shells would have scorched my hands, but luckily I happened to be fireproof at that very moment.
Wait, we did do that, didn't we? How convenient. I feel like didn't we give her I feel like we gave her a fire resistance drink. I mean, that was ages ago, but I think that was like 2 streams ago, but I feel like we did that for her last time we saw her. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did, yeah.
When the last shell burned to a crisp, a colossal astral humpback whale appeared out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness. Stars used to accompany them.
I mean, there was 1 star.
There was. The whale was even bigger than I had anticipated, almost as tall as the horizon tree.
We got that gigabrain, yeah.
And in its stomach rested a giant sun, the only star of the night sky whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly.
That sounds unhealthy, or that sounds beautiful. Hang on, wait, what was it? In its stomach rested a giant sun, the only star of the night sky whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly. Oh, oh yeah, we got stuff on people. Arcane Engineer. Giant/Earth Echo. Interesting. Barbarian, of course. Unhealthy. Okay, unhealthy it is.
And dangerous. The creature was out of its mind the moment it fully materialized. I expected some initial hostility, but it did not even hesitate to ask me.
Sounds like a very angry whale. Or a very hurt one.
I admit it was a tough foe. Its bite was strong and coated in the fire of a swallowed star. It attempted to swallow me, too, several times.
He is a good boy. Yeah, I saw that.
Most of its attacks could not damage me, of course. Thanks to your drink, it had no chance against my defenses.
Yeah, we did do that. Hell yeah. We did that. You're welcome, Alithia.
But it was still a massive beast, and my attacks alone were not enough to bring it down.
And that's where Clay came in?
Exactly. My mace was in its maw, and we were locked in a contest of strength. When suddenly, someone pushed it into the waves, granting me a moment to collect myself. Moments later, Clay was by my side. Together, we were able to vanquish the beast.
Were you there for the whale, too? No, I was collecting seashells. Seashells? Yes, for my friends. This time of year, Kelpie Island is full of all kinds of sparkling, floating animals from the astral sea. And they love munching on seashells. Do you encounter these creatures a lot? I try to. They're very nice. Usually, at least. When I saw Tia fighting that whale, I had to step in. It looked terrified, you know. Every time the moonlight hit her armor, it bared its teeth. Like it was trying to scare her off. After I pushed her out of the way, I thought I should try to calm it down. I tried communicating with it, told it to stop, but it seemed too scared to even hear me. Or in too much pain. In pain? Every time it moved, it seemed to wince slightly, like when you carry logs all day and then someone asks you to help rearrange the kitchen. But I didn't have enough time to figure out what was wrong. It jumped right back at Tia, and Tia right back at it.
I didn't notice Clay trying to speak with it at first, and I considered stepping back for a moment, but I could not risk anyone else getting hurt. No doubt, it would have ravaged the camp again, perhaps even the settlement.
So you didn't manage to calm it down? No. I realized that I could only save one of them, so I pushed away my worries and helped Tia defeat it.
He's a remarkable fighter. His incredible tenacity and brute force helped me defeat it quite quickly.
Tia kept its attacks focused on her, and I dealt the final blow.
When his weapon struck its body for the final time, It and the star in its belly exploded into stardust that then slowly settled into the Carapace Sea.
What's up, Iris? It was like 1,000 tiny stars, all now floating in the deep blue. Well, that does sound beautiful. Doesn't sound like you found the information you were looking for, Tia.
I did not.
She asked for charisma or the fire resist. I think if we did charisma, it might have ended different. Yeah. Because, I think the way that they do the choices is that there's no, like, wrong choice per se. It's just that, like, whatever it's like whatever choice you make, that's the way that the story goes. You know, so it always ends successfully, just they get there a different way.
I did not.
Yeah. Like, she was able to fight it because she had the defense and the fire resistance to be able to do that.
I was hoping to examine its body, but all that was left were miniature stars seemingly stuck to the waves, gently crashing into the sand.
She was really frustrated. So I suggested we could try talking to its ghost, like my granny likes to do. She says that astral whales don't have ghosts. Which seems wrong to me. They already have the perfect translucent body for it.
The ghost was a dead end, but he did give me an idea. Through my innate connection to Cassiopeia, I realized I could try to communicate with its fading essence through the stars it had left behind. Of course, I do not speak whale, but Clay does.
You do? I could talk to animals. That's cool. You have, like, permanent speak with animals or something? Fantastic. It is. Though I'm not always sure they like talking to me. They tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they come back, but often they don't. I think maybe I accidentally say things that upset them without realizing it. And they think I mean to hurt them. I hate it when that happens. You mean they just disappear like they were never there? Yes, like they moved to a different, quieter beach. Or like they returned to the astral sea. I feel like they would tell me if they went back home. Not necessarily. Many Australian creatures can traverse the plains at will, but they don't always have control over when they return. On many occasions, the astral currents pull them back home before they're ready. Once you're swept up in them, each subsequent journey out becomes more and more difficult. Or so I've been told. I'd guess your friends either went home when you weren't there or got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye. So you're saying the sea swallowed them?
Not quite. It just beckoned them home. Through a celestial hug of sorts.
So that means I could visit them in the astral sea?
That would be an incredible undertaking. Traveling between planes is quite hazardous.
He's brushing. I knew what you meant. It is, but echoes are from the primordial sea, and my family has lived here for quite a while, I think. They must have gotten here somehow.
They say it was much simpler to traverse plains once. But for a long time, it has been almost impossible without complicated and dangerous rituals. Until recently, the astral sea was the only possible way to pass through the barriers. And accessing it requires meticulous planning, not to mention the sea tends to come with more risks than rewards.
Hell yeah, we're getting like the big lore drop here.
Even your Australian friends who can choose to leave their home plane on a whim get pulled back by the currents eventually. Imagine what would happen to you if you went in unprepared.
But the Fae on Kelpie Island aren't from Gaia either, and they told me they haven't lived here for very long.
Since the 5 interplanar portals opened up, interplanar travel has become a lot more accessible again. At least when it comes to the dream planes. But even the astral and primordial seas are not to mention Ur, are finally open to us again after all these years.
Big lore drop with the big hunky man, yes.
It's a true miracle to witness in our lifetimes.
So the portals haven't always been there? I didn't know that. Who put them there?
Well, that is a very good question.
And one that would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I would think. You still have to tell me what came of your conversation with the whale's essence.
You're right. We're getting off track. I prepared a second ritual. It's this time a much gentler one, and with Clay's cooperation in mind.
Aren't you glad Clay was there to help you? Clay, aren't you happy she was there with you? Weren't you happy, Clay? I am. I'm so happy to have met her. Even if I wish it'd have been a less violent first meeting.
It was a heroic one.
Very much so. Fighting with the Chosen of the Dragons is a great honor. Perhaps you can learn a thing or two from her. That would be great.
When I was done with my preparations, I kneeled down in the celestial waves, Clay's warm hand in mine. And I prayed to the Lady of the Gilded Sea that she would allow us a glimpse of the slain creature's soul.
Did it work?
Of course it did.
It felt like a bathing in a river of stars. But the stars had feelings and aches and even more feelings. Its thoughts were like a song of ice and fire. It sounded so scared and cold and sad. Cold is not what I would have expected from a whale with a star in its belly.
Me neither. But that's when I realized it was what was wrong. Why did it look so sickly and gray? A whale had been cursed with a potent frostbite that had frozen its body from the inside out.
That's not good.
A very painful condition that would drive anyone to madness.
Oh, the music picked up when she said that. Oh. If you're scared, angry, and hurt enough, you'll do a lot of things you might later regret.
Together we dove deeper into its memories and discovered how it had been afflicted.
Fought some sort of evil creature on 2 legs that kept throwing things at it. A creature on 2 legs? So, humanoid then.
We assume. Turns out whales don't care much about our appearances, so its memories were blurry at best.
During the fight, it swallowed some kind of stone that made its song turn black and white. It tasted horrible. But when you're a whale, you don't really worry about swallowing stones. You worry about the 2-legged monster throwing things at you. I would too. Just wanting to escape, it fled as quickly as it could, trying to find its way home. Felt really bad about destroying the camp. Probably. Well, no, because the frostbite, though. Would the star give it the frostbite? I don't think so. I get why. Worst part about being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. I'm also very confused. How the star get in there, and how did it get the frostbite? I'm genuinely confused. Wait a minute. Maybe, yeah, that could have been. Oh, this is like turning into the lady who swallowed a fly situation. Luckily, its anger subsided when it found its way back. It thought it was finally safe, but suddenly this freezing cold began. I don't mind the cold much. I'm from the Highlands. We get a lot of snow in the winter. But the kind of cold it felt was awful. Painful and inescapable, like it was freezing from the inside out.
The potent frostbite I mentioned seems a curse took hold and slowly spread throughout its entire body.
Tried to keep itself warm by feeding on solar crabs and cosmic squid, but that didn't help much. Just kept getting more scared and angrier and colder. Till even its brain was freezing over. I couldn't think of anything other than the cold. Yeah, I do like that a lot. Like, the little details in this game sometimes are like... So in its desperation, it ate the hottest thing it could find, the star. A star.
A star. A giant one at that. It looked deceptively small and contained in its belly.
Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, you were right.
But apparently it was one of the biggest ones the night sky had to offer. The East Star.
It ate Pharos? The guiding star of the endless seas?
It did, and it helped. Kept its frostbite at bay, even if it did not eradicate it. But, as you can imagine, such a massive star disappearing did not have the most desirable effect on the astral sea's delicate balance of gravity.
Oh, did this thing start the fucking star shower? I can imagine that. Whale was very confused about what had happened. Looked like all the stars suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. Yeah, that whale was what caused the starfall. Oh, this is interesting. They crashed into each other, causing more and more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand all of what happened, but it felt bad.
To label it as bad would be an understatement. The falling stars ripped holes in Cassiopeia's wings. To think that just one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe.
I was hurt. I was scared.
It should have endured instead of hurting others.
In the end, it did what it did, or not everyone is as strong as you are. I mean, if your, like, entire body is freezing up from the inside out, I can understand the desperation. Like, Alithia, don't act like you wouldn't be desperate to at least try to subside it. If not cure it, at least try to subside it. Don't act like you're so high and mighty that you wouldn't do something like that too, Alithia. Come on.
Well, they should try to be. Now the whale's legacy is destruction. I doubt it wanted that.
Maybe not. Certainly left behind a small natural wonder. Seems that even the darkest moments leave behind some light. They do. I just wish it hadn't cost a life.
Sometimes that's what heroism is about. Sacrifice.
Ah, don't kid yourself. Heroism is about fun and making new friends. Hi, by the way.
Hi.
The whale caused the...
Alithia's just like completely ignoring Una over there. You know what? Fair play.
The whale caused the stars to fall from the sky. I wouldn't call that fun.
The friends part usually comes first.
I'm not particularly interested in making friends with creatures that cause so much damage.
My dear, you could learn a lot from giving people some grace, rather than condemning them for all eternity. Sometimes granting strangers the space to grow can change everything.
The beast could have grown into a supernova. Or into the new East Star. I could not have taken such a risk.
You seem like you have control issues. Maybe try being more like your friend here. You know how to let loose, right, buddy?
I think I'm pretty fun at parties, if that's what you mean. I know, Gam Gam... Una, as much as I don't like Una, she's kind of spitting facts right now. Sometimes when I let loose, people get hurt. Like that whale. So maybe Tia's right. Self-control is important.
My, you're all a bunch of mopey clowns.
And you are incredibly unconcerned about the impact of letting something that dangerous live.
If it had continued causing trouble, this weirdo over here would have just made another quest out of it.
And she's back to her usual self, calling me a freaking weirdo.
But I guess you're too young to understand the virtue of taking it easy. With the age, you learn things just happen as they happen. With age, you learn things happen as they happen, over and over again.
Sounds like you just want to avoid taking responsibility for your role in that cycle. I intend not to be part of it. I intend to actually change things.
Ha! So far you seem like a pretty standard cleric. Maybe a bit too paladin for my tastes, but if you say so. Just hope you can live with the changes you cause, because you're gonna have to.
I am ready to take responsibility. At least that's better than apathy.
Dragons, I did not miss religious zealotry. Anyway, old enemy, got another drink for me? I'm running dry. Anytime, Una. Are you still running low on energy? How about another strong one?
A bit too paladin, yeah.
You got it.
Strong one. We'll give you the basic bitch strong one because I don't like you. Because you call me names and are mean to me, and I don't like it. Here. Take your drink and get out of my face. Yeah, she's very paladin coded in all the worst ways. Something strong for the most strong-headed lady I know.
Weird way to admit you've lost every argument against me. But this drink is splendid, I'll give you that. What are you gonna do now, kid? Now that your big bad whale is defeated?
Find out who is behind this. Clearly the whale was merely the byproduct of some sort of agenda. I must find out what that is.
Justice never sleeps, does it?
It cannot afford to.
No one is going to thank you for working yourself to the bone. People usually prefer you sticking around instead.
Stuck up her way or die, close-minded, do I need to go on? Right.
Which is something I'm not gonna do right now because I have a card game to win. Y'all are still going. Good luck with your agendas.
I apologize on her behalf.
It's fine.
Tia, do you want to go?
No, she was just being overly dramatic.
Oh, I see. Do you want to go? Maybe we should listen to her advice. At least a little bit. My granny always says with age comes priceless wisdom of mistakes. That lady was right. You could use some rest.
I think she greatly underestimates the importance of the situation.
Both of those things can be true at the same time.
Clay, you do have a point that age can bring wisdom few of us can otherwise aspire to. Perhaps the knowledge we need to uncover this conspiracy lies not in the future, but in the past. After all, the past is full of terrible disasters that were prevented. Which means that this too could have been attempted before, if not very successfully. Knowledge of something so vile must be scarce and well guarded, maybe even abandoned. I have never come across anything like this anywhere in the Aperture's library.
Granted, the Aperture has only been standing for a little over 2 decades, no? Its library can't be that vast.
Many of the Order's books were relocated to the new stronghold. But I do believe that we don't currently harbor the knowledge I seek. For that, other avenues must be explored.
What are you considering? We could ask everyone we come across until we find someone who knows something.
Good idea, but that would take far too long. I think we should look for the Everbloom archives.
Is that a book club?
An ancient one. Everbloom was one of the great 7...
There's that word again.
Everbloom was one of the great 7 Maiden archives, the Gaian one to be specific. Legend has it that there used to be one on each plane, even Tuat, the plane of the dead. They were once filled with all the knowledge of the cosmos and grew in size every day thanks to their fearless archivists. But then they fell to an unknown foe and have been lost to time ever since. I believe one of them could hold the answers we seek. Innkeeper, do you perhaps know where to find this archive?
Nope. Not that much of a librarian, unfortunately.
Disappointing.
But you could keep an eye out for it, right? You could ask the scholarly people that pass through here.
Of course.
I could do that.
Perhaps you can start by asking that bounty hunter when she's done gambling all her money away.
You could ask her yourself.
I would rather not.
I'll take that terrible task off your hands then. No. I don't want to do it. I don't like her.
Wonderful. You won't need more than a day to take care of all this, right?
I could do with a little more time.
Nonsense. We don't have more time. I need your full commitment on this, innkeeper.
This is very short notice.
As are disasters typically, hence the vigilance. I shall return to a fully prepared quest tomorrow morning.
Okay.
In the meantime,
you should rest.
Don't be ridiculous. I have things to do, people to help, prayers to consult.
Una was right. Good night's sleep would do wonders for you. Don't worry. I would know. Trust me. I could even offer you some coupons to a beautiful swamp spa.
I'm not interested. If I rest now, who will this world have faith in?
The other clerics that exist in this world, ma'am. You are not the only cleric in this world, I would assume.
I shall see you tomorrow.
It's always nice to see a workaholic in action. Don't worry, I'll go with her and make her some bread. Warm bread always helps me when I'm feeling sad. I think she might need some. Whew. Sorry. Also, hell yeah, load up on carbs. It's the best thing to do when you're sad. Trust me. It's very kind of you, Clay. Make sure you get some too. I could resist warm bread if I tried. Do you want some as well? I'd love some warm bread. I'll bring some by tomorrow. Do you have any allergies? No. Thank you, Clay. Anytime. Hope you like bread rolls. Who doesn't? I'll take some of those coupons too. Wonderful. Talking through everything really helped. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you held on to those seashells. Catching up with some astral friends might make you feel a little better. He is pretty good, yeah. I do like him a lot. Actually, I was thinking I could use the shells to make some friendship bracelets for Tia and I. Want to carve them into stars. I also managed to collect a bit of stardust, so that I could always remember the whale. Oh, that's so sweet, actually. Wait a minute. That's actually really sweet. I didn't really know what to do with it at first, but on my way back, I combined it with some sea glass. Initially, I wanted it to be a gift for Tia, but I don't think she would like it that much. But it would look very good in your tavern, innkeeper. Where are you putting it? Up there. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that. That's really pretty, actually. That's amazing. Excellent craftsmanship, I have to say. Are you sure I can keep it? I am. He and Melly would probably be besties, yeah? I am. I can see that you're appreciating it, and that's more than enough for me. Thank you very much. It's stunning. I think that sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of the things that hurt you. Otherwise, you're left with anger that has nowhere to go. Damn, that's actually kind of a good line. Sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of the things that hurt you. That's actually kind of raw. Jesus, Clay. Oops. Do you like being angry? Not really. Me neither. But we all get angry sometimes. It's not the most fun, but it's important. Never getting angry doesn't solve anything either. Just makes you smaller and smaller until people no longer see you as someone they need to think about. At least they're not scared of you. Anger doesn't make you any more of a monster than silence makes you a saint. Be a whole person, Clay, and don't be scared of who that is. I'll try, innkeeper. Thank you. I hope you'll find a way back to yourself, too. Thank you, Clay. Me too. As for you two, oh, okay, no, we're not gonna talk to them anymore. Y'all are still here? Go the fuck home. Oh, hello, it's good to see you again. Top of the evening to you. Hello, Scully. Welcome to my tavern. Oh, what do my magical eyes see? New faces, new acquaintances. With whom do I have the pleasure today?
No way, a speaking skeleton. Haven't seen one of those in a long while.
Hello there. How incredibly rude of me to leave out introductions. My name is Scully.
And he's so polite as well. You can call me Una, Mr. Scully. And that one over there is my friend Jade.
Ah, fellow Maida, but with more skin left. Which is tremendously difficult, I suppose. Glad to make your acquaintance, Una, and her friend, Jade.
Jade, that's a beautiful necklace you have there, or Scully shouldn't be named after a gemstone. Now, fuck Jade. As far as I'm aware, Maida last name is reference their bones, no?
Correct, but I cannot remember what my poor bones are made out of. Death has left quite a lot of gaps in this head of mine.
Let me have a look. Looks like alabaster to me. Hard to say without a thorough analysis, though.
Alabaster? That does sound familiar.
Like an old name, perhaps?
I'm not sure, but it's worth investigating. Thank you, Jade. Still, let us stick with Scully until we have more detailed information.
I think I should be going now. I still have work to do.
What a coincidence! I happen to want to say the exact same thing.
But wouldn't it be rude of us to leave that distinguished gentleman all by himself? He's not by himself. He's with me. Get out of here. Go home. I think one of us should definitely stay a little longer. Isn't it cool that both of you have bones made of shimmery gemstones?
That is true. I haven't seen another Maida since... well, since I woke up. So anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 centuries ago.
See, it's a match already. Would be a shame if the two of you were to become friends. Huh? Anyways, see ya! That was... quick.
Indeed!
Guess a woman her age knows what she wants. Hey! It's our friend! Good mythical morning! It's well past sunset, Hex. That might be true, but it's still... morning somewhere, I know. You got it. But today I'm not here to talk with you about primordial magic. Yeah, Link's back. Today we're going to celebrate my sister. Oh! You're pretty. Hello.
Greetings, everyone.
Come on in.
Pleased to meet you. My name is Scully.
Jade. You can call me Hex. And this is Grace, my little sister.
Grace. Aw, she's adorable.
Yes, I know she's taller than me. You can keep it to yourselves. We're here to celebrate, not to roast, though some fire might be fun.
Not inside. Thank you. No fireballs inside, Hexagon.
If you insist. A fireless party it is then.
My bones are aching for a party. I haven't attended one in what feels like an eternity. What's the occasion?
My wonderfully talented sister has successfully defended her wizard doctoral thesis just today. Oh, congratulations. And now she can actually call herself now she can call herself an actual full-blown Selenite witch.
It's not that special, honestly.
So if he's Hexagon, is she Graceagon? I don't know.
I beg to differ. That's a majorly big deal. Congrats.
I must congratulate you as well. Quite an outstanding achievement indeed.
You're very sweet. Thank you.
I have to agree with everyone. You should be proud of yourself. How about a drink on the house to celebrate your graduation?
Hex already told me that you're a real magical connoisseur. I would love to taste one of your creations, innkeeper. But I don't know what to pick. Could you recommend something to me?
Of course.
How about a drink for your wits? Your brain must be tired after debating your professors all day.
That sounds lovely. My brain could use a little pick-me-up.
Coming right up. Okay, something for her brain. Like this one, the Peaks Sunrise. Alright, so it needs 1 brain, 2 wing, 1 charisma. Alright. Yeah, 3 brain, 2 wing, 1 charisma. Brain. Yeah. Alright, so we need 1 more brain. Okay, we need 2 wing. I need 1 crown. Peak Sunrise. Boom! Right, she's giving like Sailor Moon vibes.
My, this is delightful.
See? Told ya. She definitely knows her craft. Say, innkeeper, do you have a PhD in mixology by any chance?
Last time I checked, no, but I do have a lot of experience. That's the name I completely forgot. It's okay. Last time I checked, no, but I do have a lot of experience. Took me a while to get the hang of it. It is okay.
I can tell. Your drinks are really tasty. I could easily go for another round of debating right now.
Is anyone else up for a drink?
Nah, not yet. I'm still energized from earlier.
Scully? Hex? What about you two?
I'm good. I don't want to steal the show today. I would love a refreshment for these old bones, actually. Perhaps something that'll bring back the charm of the old days.
At your service. Okay, we need a charisma drink. That will be the Sunny Breeze. Okay, so I need something. That'll do, I think. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, and then some brain. Scully needs more Riz, yeah. Here you go. A drink for the charming gentleman. Oh, what a lovely taste. It warms my bones inside and out. Should I be worried? Maybe it's an undead thing.
Well, theopractically, it would be possible for a magical drink to warm one's bones. You just need...
You and your wild dreams, Hexy. Maybe leave those experiments to someone with an actual laboratory for once.
All that talking about studying and degrees brings back so many old memories. I also was a scholar once. I spent my life as an archivist at the Gaian Everbloom Archives, to be precise. Wait, weren't we just talking about that? Before my, well, supposedly eternal slumber, I have a seraph that I think you should meet. You might have some information for her.
I've read a lot about the old archivists, but I've never had the chance to talk to one.
Well, obviously, they're all dead.
All of them?
Yes. The archives were destroyed ages ago. They're mostly a myth now.
Oh, that's quite sad. A lot of knowledge must have gotten lost with them.
I guess so.
If you wouldn't mind, Scully, I would love to hear more about them. Maybe we can revive some of that old knowledge.
He's undead, so you'll probably just try to kill him. Who, Jade? It would be my pleasure, but sadly I cannot remember much of my research. All those years below ground and without sunlight don't seem to have been very good for my memory. Oh, the cleric. Yeah, probably. Actually, now that I think about it. It's been a few centuries since I've been alive, so I'm not even sure where one would find the archives nowadays. Or their ruins, rather. Do you remember the environment surrounding them? Maybe you just need to think about it a bit harder. Remember what was around them. Maybe that could help?
A little, I believe. I might have even woken up close by. My early memories as a skeleton are quite hazy. During my lifetime, the archives were located deep underground. Oh, excuse me. Gaia's lively blessings were juxtaposed with a hostile and lifeless mountain range. They were surrounded by nothing but rocks and boulders as sharp as talons and fangs. Even if you made it out of the mountains, you would be greeted either by dry steppes or a poisonous lake.
Oh, the mustache! The slide whistle, too. That's amazing. Oh, you put it back on! That's a great animation. Do it again. Do it again. Ah!
The liquid in that lake could singe the meat right off your bones.
I can't read.
I knew someone that fell into the lake once. I remember it as if it were yesterday.
Well, that sounds like not the best place to build an important archive stronghold.
Wouldn't necessarily agree. They say the books and scrolls of the Maiden archives contained all the mysteries of our world and the realms that surround us. Of course, you have to protect that knowledge. Would be a shame if someone... Anyways.
I think I know the place Scully's talking about. Oh? That sounds like the gravel mac. Sharp rocks next to a poisonous lake. There's no way a location like that exists twice. On this plane, at least. Or else I would have heard of it. Hey, nice.
I wouldn't recommend going there. I bet it's exceptionally dusty after all these years. But think about all those hidden treasures. Knowledge left untouched for millennia.
That sounds a little too ambitious, even for you.
Fine.
Your delicate wizard sensibilities wouldn't last a day in the gravel mac anyway.
Oh, and you would?
Who can say? Anyway, I gotta go now. Shared enough secrets of the trade today already. Thank you for your reluctant service.
What a lovely young lady.
That's a word that, not the one that I would use to describe her, but a word nonetheless.
She would have made for a great archivist. And a grumpy one.
Oh, Hex is mad. You probably can't see it because he's behind my text box, but he mad.
I'm sure she just had a long day. As have I, honestly. I'm very tired.
I'm absolutely sure of that. You should be proud of yourself nonetheless. You should take care of yourself. Girly pop, take care of yourself, okay? Listen. You had a long day. Go have a good sleep. You seem like the kind of person that does things very thoroughly. But you should still try to relax for a few days.
I agree. Getting your PhD is a major accomplishment.
I cannot, but I don't care. I get to look at the main man, Scully.
It's nothing, really. I spent a lot of time researching. Defending my thesis was a mere formality.
Scully's and my point still stands. And I'm sure your brother would agree with us.
Absolutely.
You're all very kind. I appreciate it. How about we call it a day? It's already getting late.
A splendid idea. As I would expect from a witch like you. Seems fair. Hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening, innkeeper.
I will, theopractically. Let's take a look at Grace's profile in my book here. Jade got another paragraph. Scully got another paragraph. Clay got a paragraph. There we go. Half-elf, 42, she, her, wizard, zenith. Neutral, good. There's only 2 spaces left for characters. Y'all, voice acting this whole game is a huge undertaking. A lot bigger of an undertaking than I would have originally anticipated. Okay, so I think we found everything for the archives, yeah. Might Archives once held the infinite knowledge of the cosmos. The guy in Everbloom could hide answers no one is quite ready for. That's not it. The Gravel Mac, okay, and then Everbloom Archives, there we go. The Lost Mind and Everbloom Archives are said to offer infinite knowledge to anyone with unanswered questions. Its ruins lie deep within the Gravelmac, a dangerous and lifeless mountain range that even seasoned adventurers try to avoid. That wasn't enough. Mountains are also said to be haunted by nightmarish, bleak stalkers. Let's just hope they don't find abandoned archives. Cozy and inviting. I will say this is the perfect, like, relax game. Like, the gameplay and the music is very, very relaxing. Act 2, Part 11, Trouble in Paradise, 9th of the Astral Moon. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Get up, everybody. Wake up, it's morning time. Clay! Good morning. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I slept. I dreamed about the whale a lot. Can't get its song out of my head. That doesn't sound very restful. It wasn't. At home, we write songs for our dead. Melodies that help them on their way to Tuat. Like a musical torch. I think maybe the whale just knew what I needed to mourn it. What have you been dreaming about, Tia?
Stars. Surely messages from Lady Cassiopeia that are meant to guide me.
Maybe that's her way of comforting you.
She doesn't need to comfort me.
And yet she still does.
Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started.
Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, did you find time to make some bread? I did. I decided on a potato bread. Yeah, potato bread. Made you your own loaf so you could share it with your guests. Handed it to your little purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Oh, it's, I think Ondu ate it. Well, that's gone. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Did you enjoy the bread yesterday? Very much. I think we needed it. I'm so sad that I didn't even get to have any bread because Ondu ate it all. We both couldn't sleep, so we had some bread and just talked.
I admit it was a pleasant way to wind down.
What did you talk about? Ferrets, I hope?
Not quite.
Many things. Like I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of the dolls my granny taught me to make. Ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia says she's going to make a little star lamps from my parents' garden. Is that so?
He offered to cook for my family. And I can't offer to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny.
She's the kind of person that could burn a bowl of cereal, I bet.
But I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden? Especially now.
That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before?
No, not thus far. Though I've always wanted to.
Our snow dragon building competitions are famous.
I've never heard of those.
Oh.
But they do sound intriguing.
I'm decent. I'm one of those people that, like, I can cook off of a recipe. Also, I just noticed back there, that's a prosthetic arm with a spatula on it. Is that one of Una's that she just left here? And how do you leave your arm in the tavern? Is this like a lost and found over here? Because that necklace looks like it's one of Jade's or something. But if that's so, then why didn't they pick it up? I have no idea.
When I was young, one of my favorite stories the Elysian told me was that of the ever-burning flame. It is said to have been a gift from Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen.
I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead.
Blasphemous heresy is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame. And as it just happens, and it just happens to be still burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Asteria alive for all eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, and with a local guide, no less.
I've never visited it before either, but once I went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Varika. You could see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about?
I'm sure he can tell you all about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest.
You're right, let's continue, or I have one more question. I have one more question.
Fine. One more.
What's your favorite color, favorite food, or favorite animal? What do we want to know about her? Sorry. I kind of want to know what her favorite color is, because I feel like favorite color like tells a lot about you. Color, it's a bit here now, yeah. What's your favorite color?
Are you serious? Who cares about such trivialities?
I do. Me too.
Fine. I shall indulge you both.
Watch it be like purple or some shit.
It's turquoise.
Turquoise? Interesting. I thought it would be purple. Okay, so I'm not the only one that thought it would be purple.
No. Purple is a beautiful color. The color of my order, in fact. But turquoise is...
calming and beautiful.
Exactly that.
We were all thinking purple. Even the in-game me thought it was purple. You should wear more turquoise then. Wearing your favorite color is like free happiness. She's a cleric though. She kind of has to...
Such things do not matter to me. Representing my order is much more important.
I guess she doesn't have to, but... you know, it's a good idea. If you say so. Clay, what's your favorite color? Orange. The color of friendship. You know, I was gonna say maybe orange because of the little hair tie he had there, but I'm like, you know what? No. I was like, you know what? No, it probably isn't gonna be super obvious, but no, it's orange.
A good choice. Now, the quest.
Of course. Would you like me to dye it turquoise?
No.
So I'm assuming you're going together.
Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along.
Why is that unfortunate?
It's a very dangerous quest, and he's not practiced in the ways of a divine warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers?
That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her fresh bread then?
Exactly.
That makes sense. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. I've never seen any before, and I want to find out what they like to eat.
You. They like to eat you.
Only if they're hungry.
Could you at least try to be reasonable?
I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually. We could test it for you. I low-key ship these two. Yeah, I mean, I like the kind of, like, friendship dynamics that have sprouted in this game. I mean, you have, like, the edgy, kind of quiet, no-name rogue, and the detective, cat child who is just very curious about the world and has already kind of gone through it. Like she definitely has a troubled past. But I mean, she's always happy. So there's that. And then there's these two who you just got the himbo and the religious zealot who cares about nothing else but her religion and serving her god. She's very like, she's almost like, she's Shadowheart but bearable. Like, I can, like, she's not a bitch about it. Like, Shadowheart is very much like a bitch about it, but like she's definitely like firm in her conviction, but she's not like, you know, my god deserves respect, and, you know, like from Himbo and the no nonsense cleric is literally the stereotype D&D couple. Yeah. But then you also had Fable and what was her name? I forget her name. Lynn. Fable and Lynn, who ended up becoming friends after Fable helped Lynn out with her family stuff. And then Rhea and Kyle, who are also kind of polar opposites. Where's Kyle at? There he is. Oh, Kyle. Friend. Well, I don't know. They kind of have a friend-ish dynamic going on, I think. Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we'll have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention, there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons would be enough to damage them. If that is of concern, I could offer you some citrine. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes. Hell yeah, give her the D20. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citrine can only be found within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that? Oh, you know. I know people. No, I don't. Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strength and citrine will let you fight your way through any danger in no time. But the right mix of defense, charisma, and honey flowers might offer a more unconventional solution. Can you help us decide? I don't want to argue. Sure. Alright. What are we thinking? Are we thinking strength, or are we thinking defense, charisma? Kind of going the strength blessed weapons route, because they're this kind of sounds like a dangerous quest my friends are on here, so I'm thinking I want to go the strength bless route, kind of leaning strength, because we're clay coated, yeah, and really more Tia coated too. So we'll go the strength one. We'll go the sailor drink. Where's my drinks? There it is. Sailor's Courage. There we go. That has a thing of charisma, right? Oh no, it doesn't need charisma. It just needs strength. Cool. Okay. Need one of those. I need one of those. I need one of these. Oh, I need one more of these too. No? No, what am I missing? Oh, I didn't. Oh, I need. Oh, I needed the charisma, right? It doesn't. That one doesn't give charisma. There we go. The D20 is blessed weapon. Yeah. Yeah, the D20 blesses. Yeah, blessed. Blessed with the divine magic of the dragons, adventurers will have a much better chance fighting the undead or any other unholy creatures, or any creatures, really. Oh, yeah, because that takes away a crown. That's right. Whoa! No, it needed the bless. That one needed the bless, and then the other one needed something else. The other one needed the flowers. Yeah, the charisma one needed the flowers, and the strength one needed the bless. There was no strength charisma. It was defense charisma or strength. This drink had charisma in it, but it was defense. It was 3 defense and 1 charisma. Was one of them with the flowers, and then the other one was just 3 strength with the bless. I think Tia's right. This is an extremely dangerous undertaking, and an important one, it seems. You should be able to defend yourselves actively, not just passively. Plus, a little blessing from the dragons can't hurt. But what about the creatures? I don't want to kill something again.
But you're good at it. We need to embrace our strengths.
Sometimes quite literally. I guess I am good at it.
Most importantly, this should allow us to investigate the archives without having to hide from their detection. That's what matters.
I guess. If it means we can help more people in the end.
It does.
Thank you for all your help, innkeeper. But we should get going now.
Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry?
Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market, and they helped me pick out the right potatoes. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that.
You can always leave early if it takes too long.
And what about you?
What about me?
You're also coming.
I have to work.
You also have to eat. Girl, eat. Take care of yourself. Stop working so hard. And you might even have fun. Who knows?
I will consider it. Let's hurry then.
Let's. Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Cue Fable. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest.
It shall be so.
See you soon. Alright, bye. You're back! Greetings, innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. It's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to help those farmers out? Oh, yes. Talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses, with my own 2 hands. I even got some blisters from it. Remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting. And painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out in this specific situation? I don't know why my brain froze there. Specific situation. He's so I want to rob him coded. I want to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. Sounds like strength to me. You're right. Drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. Steel tonic. The hell is that? Oh, look at that. Holy crap. Look at that. 3 defense, 2 strength, and 1 wing. Look at that triangle. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astounding duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. They were so utterly impressive. Steel tonic sounds like something I'd order from a dive bar. I know. I aspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book, like I've delved headfirst into one of the stories on my bookshelf. That I totally read, because reading is cool. Magic and adventures surrounding me with every step. An unknown, lurking dangers in the shadows. This is all so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally, I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course. What would you like? Preferably something that will help me defend myself from devious dangers. Like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time did. Well, I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance, I'll tell you that. I got you. Don't worry. How about we make that new drink that you just gave me? Because it has 3 defense. Alright, so we need something that raises defense. This can work, I think. Because if we do 2 of these... and 1 of these... and then 2 of these, it should work. Steel tonic, hell yeah! I don't know. I mean, blessed is really more for fighting, I would think. Let me see. Let me see. I guess that would have worked, but Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I for whatever reason I have no idea why I'm I don't know why I think I'm not on that one. Like I'm looking for it and I'm like, no, it's the first one that you're automatically on. That one also would have worked. I don't know. It made the drink, so. Look at that freaking cup, dude. Protection against your arch nemesis splinters. Here you go. Ha! I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Windmore as well? That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence. I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenith. He's actually in kind of a dire situation right now. You see, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Diria mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Diria, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. Want me to stab you to check? If you ask me, his reaction was a little too over the top. But I don't interfere with his decisions, so... Now he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him. But, honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money, just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough of it as it is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea! I like how you think, innkeeper. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough even with your magically infused drinks. He might need more protection than I could offer. Well, I'd still do that thing with the quests. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your pinboard. And then some brave adventurers will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith? Ask Lynn, Fable, or Clay. True. Or maybe Tia. I don't know. Clay would honorably defend someone. If he had to hurt somebody, though, I don't know if he could do it. Fable could manage it, I think. Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people. Do you write a lot? No. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But that's... well, writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could just live the tales myself? You've got a fair point. Also, it's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Absolutely. Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an enticing offer, getting taught by the Fable of the Ashen Grove themselves? It's more than I could have ever dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Vukican lady named Carolyn. Do you know her by any chance? I do, actually. Oh, Lynn? Yes, I know her quite well. She's quite the local legend, or she's a regular. Hell yeah, multi-class ranger swashbuckler? Dude. This guy would be overpowered as fuck. In a Pathfinder campaign I was in, one of the PCs was a swashbuckler, and he was very overpowered from what I remember. Yeah, she's a local legend. Of course, we gotta gas up our girl here. I'm surprised you haven't heard of her. She single-handedly slew a wyvern chimera. That's incredible! This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently Lady Carolyn is bored because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So she'll be joining my training with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling! I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think of the right words for the job posting. Don't worry about that. Assembling quests for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assembled in no time. Trust me. Thank you so much. And also thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventure. Oh, hi. Oh, I don't like the vibe that this guy is giving off already. Hey, how's it going? Hello, come on in. This is a cute little tavern, not gonna lie. Wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure, but I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. You know, it's good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How'd you know? I've literally never seen you before. It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here. That's all. I just took a guess. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe. You get me? Oh, I do. That's why I settled here on the outskirts of Zenith. He's a bard. Probably. That's not a bad guess, yeah. With number 1, the musical instrument, and number 2, the flirtatious vibe that he's giving off. This game is very meta with its like references to D&D stereotypes and stuff. I would not be at all surprised if the bard was the flirt of the game. This town is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. I'd smash, but probably regret it later, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, you run this business, innkeep? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows? Maybe. The name's Voyage, but you may call me Voy. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was taken aback by this music. Sorry. You're good, Iris. Alright. So, what did we say? Bard? We said Bard, right? Is this thing not in my book yet? He must not be in my book yet. Okay. Now he's in my book. Alright, we said Bard, right? Bard! There we go. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this picture. Look at that. That is a flirtatious man. Alright, Voy. Got it. What can I do for you today? For fuck's sake, he's so barred it hurts, yeah. Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. No. Ah, thank you for the posture check. Thank you for the posture check, Redeem. Try not to be a shrimp over here. No, I have not heard of you, sir. I suppose I should have. I'm the Voy. Automod really does not like this word. I'm the Voy. Famous bard. Ring any bells? It's okay. I've permitted it now, so it shouldn't flag you again. Oh my god, Iris, if you could see the list of the things I've permitted. Modview is wild on Twitch. Nope. I'll have to just like send screenshots sometime at some point here in the near future. Just so just some of the list is wild. Well, I guess you'll have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper. Hey, back off, okay? Leave me alone. You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Yeah. Is there something specific you would like? Oh, please don't tell me you need a charisma drink. You don't need more charisma. You have too much. You are overflowing with Riz. No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible. Like a real Prince Charming. You want charisma, don't you? You don't need more Riz, I promise. Here, take your Riz drink. May the drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. He's so barred it's hurting my rogueness soul. Help. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter, innkeeper, because I'm about to knock your socks off. Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only Voy. Look, your name gets you nowhere in here because I don't know who you are. So, traveler of lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard in all of Fasoa. Not only for his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. This is such a bard. Oh my god. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might I ask for an autograph later, then? But what brings you here, boy? As I said, I just needed a breath of fresh air. Hire for a new class barmaid. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit. Sometimes. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. Just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. Would it be cool if I kept you in your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely. Make yourself at home. Nice. Oh, hello. Hello there, traveler. What can I get you? Usually it's my role to ask that. Are you missing some fingers? Or was that just a bad angle? Looks like this person's missing a few fingers here. You see that? Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. Well, this is my tavern. And it has come a long way. Love that color of the walls. A new coat. It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was some time to accept some change into my life. Thought so. What is life if not the constant changing of the self? I can definitely see artificer, alchemist maybe. Also, Because we also kind of, you know, not necessarily artificer, but we have an engineer. Yeah, I got some info on Voy. Una is arcane engineer, so I was just thinking alchemist because these look like potion ingredients here. How I miss your endless wisdom, Quincy. I can only imagine, innkeeper. You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. All right. So you say artificer, I say alchemist. Oh, his thing's not here yet. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprise me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Ah, so you will get the same drink that Voy has. Oh yeah, that's a given, definitely, yeah. Just with the ears. His ears are too short for full elf, yeah. Hello. There you go. Here you go. Liquid charisma. My specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a good deal since last time. Practice makes perfect, after all. Indeed. So, what brings you to this corner of the worlds? Ah, I'm looking for the feathers of a peculiar little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent, rather. What bird? The golden loon. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? This is where he's like something completely different or lower full elf. They're quite beautiful to behold. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Fasoa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold, glistening in the lights of day, a traveler's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid Song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, I don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines, you will find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. It's just that now, I'm afraid that they laugh at me. Or remembering me as the bard without a heart. All because I don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death. It stops life. Do you enjoy your art? Yeah. And I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your Golden Loon haiku. I liked it. I thought it was pretty poetic, personally. And to come up with that on the spot like that was pretty good. He's a good bard. Aw, innkeeper. Thank you. Oh. Oh, I thought Quincy was getting jelly for a second. I hate to compliment the bard, but yeah, I mean, it was good, right? You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There will always be those who don't get it and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art. Most importantly, do it for yourself. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagine all this so differently. Way easier, for sure. Moving from Tregorin, the smallest of towns, to the big city, I'd always dreamed of joining the SOB Guild. And then they promptly rejected me. But I'm Voyage, and I don't give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my... I don't want to... Hagium? Hygium? I don't want to butcher that. That's right. I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. My 2 cents, live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find these loons before it gets dark. It was nice having you around, Quincy. Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, Innkeeper, and be safe out there, voyage. You too. We just not get info on Quincy? Interesting. Yeah, we just straight up didn't get info on Quincy. That's odd. Huh. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we could... No. Right, it's like I want to know what he was. Perhaps we could be friends too, Innkeeper. Not yet. Oh. Maybe one day. Hi, Una. Welcome back. Are you good? Quick, Innkeep. Your strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? Oh, hey. It is absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives. Listen, Innkeep. I'll tell you the story. Don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient because Baya really needs a drink first.
Yes, please.
What do you need? The same as last time?
Oh, that one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please.
Got it. I'll get you something that'll make you feel as sturdy as tree bark again. Okay, so what did we do? We did, like, the fire resist one, right? We did the big defense with fire resist, right? Is that what we did? Is that what we did? Yeah, okay, but it has to be this one because of how the fire resist works. Also, if Quincy's an alchemist, I wonder if he was the previous owner of this tavern. Just because I have no idea. I mean, we got no info on Quincy at all. So I was like, I wonder who this person could be. Or is this the person that Kyle was talking about before that he had run into at the market? Well, no, it couldn't have been because he probably would have brought up the letter if it was. Excuse me. You don't think so? I mean, we literally have nothing to go off of because I didn't get an entry for Quincy in my book, so. Could be anything, really. There you go. My strongest drink to the rescue.
Thank you. This is... good.
Oh, thank the dragons. That pause made me so nervous. I really thought she would mess it up.
Una, I know what I'm doing, okay? Leave me alone. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Una.
Ha! You're welcome.
But Baya, are you feeling better now?
Yes, at least a little bit.
That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset, Baya, and you have to endure the Bloomtide Festival every year.
You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We three have been inseparable for at least a few centuries. But now...
Very insensitive to ask an emotionally vulnerable and sweet girl what's troubling her, innkeeper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude.
It's okay.
How about I tell her what's going on, Baya? So you don't have to strain yourself.
Thank you.
Okay, so, sweet Baya over here has a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio, inseparable for at least a few hundred years. And they're an adorable trio, I might add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Mary Morgan. Ah, yes, the Mary Morgan. The wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. Virtue doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yep, that's right. Anyway, the Mary Morgan and the Banshee are a couple. Oh, I see where this is going. I see where this is going. It's called empathy, bruh. Una's such a beach dweller. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recall them coming by once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. Yeah, I've been in this situation before. I'm gonna hold my tongue on this. But I've been in a very similar situation to this before. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. They even refuse to show up to Baya's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Why?
I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And soon they won't like me either.
It does smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophize.
I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too.
Now, I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper. Yeah, so in college, I know this is so sad. When I was in college, I had 2 roommates in my apartment. One was my best friend that I had made in my freshman year, and the other one was in the same fraternity that I was in. So we all kind of, like, we were looking for a place for an apartment, and she was looking for roommates, and it just, my best friend and I were looking for an apartment, and she was looking for roommates, so it kind of worked out. My best friend had gotten in I say fraternity, it's a fraternity of women. It was created at a time that sorority had a negative connotation, so they wanted to kind of be away from that. But I digress. So my best friend had gotten into a relationship with someone had gotten into a relationship with a mutual friend of ours, and after they had broken up, I wanted to continue being friends with both of them. And it kind of, I think that was what kind of drove a wedge in between my relationship with my roommates, because after that, my 2 roommates got a lot closer to each other, because my other roommate only knew, my best friend's ex based off of what my best friend had told her, and what happened with my best friend. So trying to remain friends with both of them was hard. And I looked back on that a little bit and kind of was like, I wanted to, like, would it have been better if I did choose a side? But no, it wouldn't have, because I feel like choosing a side would have been
would have been not good in that situation. But yeah, I've been in a very similar situation to this before. Like, I have two friends that got together and then they broke up, and trying to be friends with both of them still is not nigh on impossible, you know? I don't want to tell her don't worry. Even these are okay. Neither of these are what I would say in this situation. Don't worry, or even if they do break up, you'll be fine. I don't think I would say either of these in this situation. I guess maybe don't worry is kind of is closer to what I would say. So we'll go with that. They've been together for so long that they must have already solved numerous arguments. Look up through this one too. She's right. They've been through worse.
But what if she is wrong? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do to help them.
If I might just add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Voy. That's short for Voyage. You might have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. Voy, just get on with it.
No.
Doesn't ring any bells, sorry.
Anyway. Hang on, have you been nursing that same drink all day, or have I given you multiple drinks and that you could not have been nursing that same drink all day. You came here in this afternoon and you still have the drink in front of you. So Baya, that's your name, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's keeping you from getting to know people? Like, you seem really chill.
Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now.
Didn't she pick endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met?
Yes. The bouquet was really cute.
I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. Baya's also really cute under all that moss and kelp.
Oh. Shush.
I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. Baya's adorable. I'm sure they'd want to be your friends.
I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scar easily.
Ooh, what a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in a new song, if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you don't always manage to get over them.
It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks.
Oh, she is terrified. So is Voy. Oh. Well. That's unfortunate. You don't say, kid. I'm gonna take the box away for a second so I can just show you. Look at that face. He is so terrified. Like, it's not a metaphor. Oh. Anyway. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone. Like my handsome smile or enchanting voice.
Maybe people would enjoy my spa.
You run a spa? That's fantastic.
Yes. You should come visit sometime. Voy, that's short for voyage.
Just Voy is fine.
Do you want to come too, Una?
I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. Aww.
Do you get a lot of customers?
No,
Oh, she's so sad.
none.
Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spa at my next performance.
I would love that. Thank you.
Aww. No worries, Baya.
But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep, don't you know someone that could help them out? The situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator.
I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want.
That would be great. Thank you so much.
Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now who's the sweet talker, huh?
But now I have to wait, right?
Yes, unfortunately.
How about you show us around your spa in the meantime?
It would be my pleasure.
And once we're back, there will be a solution for your two friends.
No pressure.
There's a millennium-long relationship on the line. Remember that.
Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
See you then, Innkeep.
Yeah, see ya.
Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask.
You think I could take my crochet hook with me?
Goodbye, everybody. Alrighty, I have 2 quests to do. Okay. So what was... Oh, it was the Diria one, right? Unsafe at the moment. Yeah. Not that. I've had that forever. That, I think, is part of it. And... No. 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 Oh, this. Right? Ayy. Political tension ensued when the canal bridge connected Diria to the mainland collapsed, especially because spinel rhinos can't exactly be held responsible. The ambassador tasked with solving this mess is a young noble, and his worried best friend insists he is in dire need of a new personal guard, especially since the roads are unsafe for travelers lately. Those travelers are cattle anyway. Alright, and then, so we have this. Oh, and then we have the Banshee and the Mary Morgan, right? Yeah. The Mary Morgan, known for her passion for drowning trespassers, and the Banshee, singer of bone-shattering songs in the Lonesome Lagoon, are 2 terrifying creatures in love. But because of a mysterious dispute, their relationship is on the line, and their best friend, the Swamp Witch Baya, would do anything to help her friend group from shattering. Couples counselor sorely needed. Oh, is it really? Oh, I bet you have to, like, select each one individually, don't you? Alright. We have closed up for the night. And thus, it is time to end stream. Let me save the game just so I don't forget. And let us go back to the other screen. Spotify, where are you? I know, it felt really fast. Alright, so yeah, no, I'm like super duper like that. Like this game is like, we got a lot of lore drops today. I feel like we got a lot of like world building and lore drops today. Like there was a lot that happened today. We made some good progress. I feel like we only got through like 3 or 4 days, but it was like there was a lot of progress that was made. So, you know, and I'm loving like the world building. Probably, yeah. That's the plan. Also, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of stream, but something that I noticed today was that today, on the day, June 20th, well, so today for me, is the 1 year anniversary of this game. 1 year since 1.0 dropped, which is insane. I feel like I played this demo like yesterday. I know, it was a coincidence. The stars aligned, you know? So anyway, thank you all for being here. I will be here again on Tuesday, probably with some more of this game if nothing else grabs my attention like Hades 2 did this week. And then Thursday we will pick right back up with the mentor roulettes. I can't wait either. This game has me like well and truly hooked now. So yeah, and then Thursday we'll bring back the mentor roulette streams again. But with that, I will not keep you here any longer. You folks have a great night, a wonderful weekend, and I will see you back here on Tuesday.